Welcome to Screw the Commute, the entrepreneurial podcast dedicated to getting you out of the car and into the money. With your host, lifelong entrepreneur and multimillionaire, Tom Antion.
Hey everybody, it's Tom here with episode 668 of Screw the Commute podcast. I'm here with my right-hand guy, left-hand guy, up, down, all over the place, Marc Bullard. You've heard him here before on several other episodes. I'm going to give you those episode numbers because you're probably going to want to refresh yourself on those. He's going to talk about all the YouTube updates that are around, and he knows that's all he does day and night. And you could hear him. Now, if you're a beginner to YouTube, then you might want to go back and episodes 82 and 398. So he told a lot of other stuff about YouTube that we won't be covering today. We're going to cover the updates. And of course, this is episode 668. And then if you have an inkling that you'd like to fool around with video editing, he was on episode 522 and 524 for beginning video editing. Now, I don't promote you trying to be a video editor unless you really love that and you want to do that, because there's two things to it. There's one is the manipulation of the software, and you might be able to get good at that. But there's an art to it on the other side that you may suck at. So even though you can do it, you still may suck at it. So leave the good, really high-end stuff to the good people like Mark. But I do suggest you learn very simple stuff because it saves you enormous amount of time, so you don't have to bother the video editor for simple stuff. All right, so anytime you want to get to one of those back episodes, you go to screwthecommute.com/ and then the episode number. I'll repeat them again. Episodes 82 and 398 for more YouTube stuff. And this is 668. And then episode 522 and 524 for beginning video editing. Hey, and while you're at it, if you really want to take a load off your back, check episode 667. That was John Jonas on outsourcing, which I personally failed miserably at until I took his training. So make sure you catch episode 667. All right, let's get to the main event. Marc Bullard's here. He's been with me many, many years, and he's got his own stuff on the side. And he's written, I don't know how many books now on YouTube marketing. And thanks a lot for coming on, Marc.
No problem.
Yeah, since you're getting paid, right?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, it's great.
So, all right. So we're going to talk about updates since the last one you did. So you can take it away, and I'll jump in if I have questions.
All right, fantastic. Well, we are going to talk about 4 noteworthy things that YouTube is doing, and I think it's going to be helpful for you. And these things aren't really too complicated, so I think that's also going to be helpful for you. So what are these 4 things? We're going to be talking about chapters today. They're YouTube chapters. We're going to be talking about shorts. We're going to be talking about handles. And we're going to be talking about mentions. And there might even be a little secret thing at the end there if we have time. We'll see. So right off the bat, we're going to be talking about chapters. Now, if you are familiar with CDs or maybe even DVDs, that's old technology now, but they used to have chapters and books, still do. And they have, chapters, little sections that break up the larger into smaller pieces. And now YouTube is allowing us to do that. Now, this is not like editing. It is not taking little clips from a broader video piece. What it's doing is it's keeping the broader video piece that you have uploaded, and you can go in and highlight certain sections. So people can jump to these sections or chapters, as it were. And it's really handy. And what's really neat is this helps with certain sections of your video because, of course, YouTube is paying attention to certain sections of your video if people jump there or people back up. So why not make it as easy as possible for them to back up to a certain section or jump ahead or anything like that? Well, that's where chapters come in. And it's very simple to do. And you can do this on old videos. You can do this on your new videos. You can do this at any point. It's in the description. So when you go to edit your video, not edit as in cut, but it's already uploaded to YouTube, or this might actually be right while you're in the uploading process. They'll let you enter information into the title and the description. We've talked about that many, many times. Well, the description, you can add timestamps, such as if it was a 5-minute long video, you could add a chapter at the 1 minute mark, the 2 minute mark, wherever you want. And in order to do this, pretty simple. In order to do this, you actually have to put these times wherever you want, whatever time in the video you want a chapter, you have to put this into the description. And you have to start with a description, or excuse me, you have to start with a channel time right at the beginning. So you have to start with 00:00. That means 0 seconds. That means the beginning of your video. Put one there.
No, you're actually typing that into the description.
Yeah, I'm just typing on my keyboard 00:00. It's showing up in the description,
and it recognizes that.
See it?
Okay.
Yeah, and then you can even put. I like to put a space right after that time, and then you can put a word or a phrase describing what each one of these chapters are. Excuse me, what this individual chapter is. So what I like to do is at this 00:00 mark, I do something like intro or, maybe beginning. And then let's go back to my example of 5 minutes. Let's say we want one at the 1 minute mark. Then what I do is I like to go a line down in the description. So I would go underneath the next line of the description, underneath my 00, and I would type in 01:00. That means 1 minute, 0 seconds. And then I put a space, and then I put whatever that chapter is, maybe, tip number 1 or technique number 1.
All right. Now, if it was less than a minute, would you put 00:58?
Yes.
Okay. You still have to put the first part in then, so it recognizes it, right?
Yes, you do have to put the first part in. I made that mistake already without putting the first part in, but I did put the colon, and it doesn't like it. It does not see it. And if it doesn't see that first one, it won't see any others.
Right. Okay.
All right. So you got to make sure you put that 00:00. That's the most important one. Okay. And then, I do this through my videos. I put like maybe a word or a phrase, because when a person goes to your video and they hover the mouse over the player, when they over the screen, the player will appear. There's a bar, the progress bar. If you put your mouse on that progress bar, you will actually see the chapters. They're sectioned out. And if you hover your mouse near a cut point between two chapters, it'll tell you the name of whatever the person wrote in the description. So if they go to the beginning, they'll see the word intro. It's tiny, but it's in the bar, and you'll see intro, and then you'll see, chapter 1, tip number 1, tip number 2, and all of that good stuff. So this is really handy for those long speeches, 45-minute videos, which are fine. And we've always recommended to break them into sections, and I still suggest that, but we always suggested to leave the long version up as well. Well, leave the long version up, but maybe make it a little bit easier for sections. And then over time, you will be able to look in your analytics and spot specific parts of those longer form videos that might actually be, people are watching more than once.
Yeah.
Anyway, those are chapters, and it's a really neat, handy little tool.
All right. So, and one benefit that I can see from this is that a lot of people, especially on training videos, you watch a training video and you say, God, I wish I could go this one spot in it, this one thing I missed, but then you got to watch the whole thing to find it. And then they just don't do it. In this case, they're back in your video and increasing your watch time and everything. So I think that's another benefit of it.
Yeah, it's really neat. It does not really help you too much with like the search engines or anything along those lines, but I have a feeling it's going to help with watch time, and YouTube loves people eating up watch time.
Yeah, so that's indirectly helping you with the
you're
YouTube.
right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was chapters. If you have any questions about that, let us know, but pretty straightforward after that. And let's jump into shorts, because shorts are sort of a big thing now, and it seems like every platform is trying to basically jump on the TikTok train, and that's fine. Instagram, Facebook, and of course YouTube wants to jump in there as well. And so they have shorts. Shorts can either be 15 seconds or 60 seconds. They're 60 seconds if you are recording yourself and talking to the camera or whatever. And they're 15 seconds if you're using YouTube's audio from its library, or if, for example, you recorded video like from a TV show or something, and it's the original TV show, still audio still in there. They limit that to 15 seconds. So
will they get you for copyright infringement for doing that though?
You know what? I don't know yet, but I don't know yet.
All right, so
maybe that's for the 15 seconds.
So here's my not so humble opinion on that. Because I've been around a long time ago, Yeah, somebody would put a piece of music up on YouTube, and the record companies would just go crazy and want to sue and scream and cry. And then they finally, somebody hit him in the head with a 2x4 and said, look, you're going to get massively more business if you let everybody kind of do this and like look the other way. So I'm not telling you to copyright infringe. Definitely, I'm not telling you that. I'm just saying that in some cases, people are doing it like crazy, and the companies are looking a blind eye because it's giving them way more publicity than they could have gotten themselves. And you did not hear it here. If you get sued, that's Mark told you that, not me.
Yeah, you heard him. You heard it. Exactly. Another thing I believe happens with regular YouTube, and I think it's going to happen with the shorts as well, if it's not already, is if it is a copywritten thing, you can't monetize it. It will be monetized to the creator. So if YouTube figures out like, oh yeah, this music is so-and-so, you will not get any money if you monetize it, even if it's a short, because you can monetize shorts. They're talking about that, and that's the eligibility is, I think, pretty steep, but they are working on ways for you to get paid with shorts now. So, well, I would suggest doing your own music.
Yeah, and work on building your channel up overall, because some of these things are restricted, like Mark said, till if you have so many subscribers.
Okay, so now to create a short, at least in YouTube, you have to use the YouTube app. There's no way to do it on like your camera or your desktop yet. I don't know if they ever are going to have you do that. Let you do that. It's app only at this point. So you have to get the app on your phone. Then there's a little icon. It's a short icon. It says create a short, and you hit that. And then there's a record button. You actually hold the record button down and talk or whatever you want to do when you let go. It's there. And then the only way for people to find your short, well, there's a couple ways. They can get it through their app. So if they have YouTube and they have if they're a subscriber to you, they will show up in their notifications. If they're a subscriber to you, it'll also show up in like their subscriptions. And then it also shows up on your home page. So if you start uploading these to your channel, there is a specific section on your channel, right on the home feed there, for shorts. So that's another place where people can actually see them. And what's nice is, I don't know if it's nice, but it is one way to up your watch time is, shorts are short. And when you watch one, you can scroll to the next one. So you can keep scrolling and scrolling. So it kind of gets people hooked. I know I have been. And so it seems to be working in that,
All right, now these things need to be shot vertically, right?
Oh, correct. Yeah, good question. Yeah, shot vertically. That's where the phone comes in, but do not. I mean, we've been harping for years. Turn it horizontally,
right.
And we still do if you're making like a YouTube video for wide screen for the horizontal screen. But now with shorts and TikTok and Instagram, they're all vertical, and so do stay with that.
Yeah, just a reminder, folks. So if you, in the past, we totally said you're crazy, it looks stupid if you do vertical. This was before all the vertical stuff came along, and what you would see is a black bars on, big black on the side of people that shot it incorrectly. If they were shooting a regular YouTube video, it would be vertical, and there'd be black bars filling in the side of the widescreen. But nowadays that's like commonplace, and times change. So, but these shorts, shoot them. I mean, I guess you could, if you were slick enough, take a vertical one and make it, or a horizontal, make it vertical, but it's going to be a lot of trouble. It's probably going to look stupid. So just shoot it vertically.
Yeah, he's exactly right. And I don't know exactly what the marketing punch is going to be for this. What I've noticed when I watch shorts is that if I watch one and I watch the full short, there will be through when I'm scrolling, there will be another similar one. So if it's like somebody, surfing or whatever, I'll see some other surfing ones later on. And sometimes it's of the same person. So I think YouTube is paying attention to that. And I think what it'll help you do is maybe not so much advertise, but maybe just get your face seen over and over and over. It makes you look like an expert. And you can do these quick little blurbs, one a day or one, an hour if you really want to do it. But so
yeah, you can piggyback on other stuff, because it's just like TikTok, and a lot of them start showing you more of what you prove to them that you like by watching them. if you just scroll quickly in half a second on a video, then they see that you don't like that stuff. And so they don't show you that. They show you the stuff that you do like in their own interest to keep you on longer, which is what their goal is.
Right. So if you are trying to create a short for maybe some marketing, maybe do something that kind of keeps them on for at least 10 seconds or so. If you can keep them holding on, it'll maybe help you out. So I don't know if there's some tricks in that or not, but I'm sure
Yeah,
we'll
of course.
see.
The Zagarnik technique from our copywriting is, let them know that something cool is coming at the end. I mean, you did it here. You said there might be
I
a
did.
secret thing at the end.
I did.
And
Yes, I
I'm
did.
wonder what it is. I think I'll stay till the end.
Exactly. So try to throw that in there. Okay, so but shorts aren't going anywhere. So let's pay it, I'm sure we'll come back to this later on. And I know Tom is looking into all the other platforms as well.
Yeah, I
Which might
just
be nice
started
because we
TikTok,
can
folks.
maybe combine all of these,
Well,
just
they're
redistribute.
all fighting against each other, but I just, started TikTok because I've been on 3 days and I don't know, 7,000 views, which I would have never had on YouTube in 3 days. That's trending older now. So you don't have, like, I ignored it for a long time because it was a bunch of teeny boppers, but now they're still there, but so are other people that spend money. So check out Digital Multimillionaire is my handle over on TikTok. All right.
Yeah.
So what's next?
Okay, handles. Let's talk about handles. Now, handles is one
Love
of the
handles.
newest things.
I've had them my whole life, man.
Yeah, love handles. YouTube handles. They're similar, but not quite. Okay, so handles they're rolling this out. They're pushing this hard. And it's really not a big deal. It's not going to be a life-changing thing for you guys, but it's something to know about because you're going to see handles in a lot of different places. Handles, really all it is a name for you to use all over YouTube. Now, I've some people, if you're familiar with YouTube, might be saying, well, wait a minute, isn't that my channel name? Well, not anymore. No, you still have a channel and you still have a channel name. That's fine. But you're also going to have a handle, and handle is going to be visible in other places, such as like comments and throughout YouTube and those sort of things. Your channel name will be visible on your channel. So when people get to your channel, they can see your channel. Like, for example, I have a channel that's video marketing training tips or something like that, and that's pretty long. It's pretty long for a handle. I didn't want that, but I could make a handle that's VMTT or something like that. I could make, I'm sure there's going to be like some celebrities and stuff that have handles that aren't even their name. They're going to have like some catchphrase or something like that. It's really not a phrase. It's just one word, but that's their handle. They are unique, which is pretty interesting. Only you will have your handle. So there aren't going to be multiple Nike handles out there. There aren't going to be, Coke and stuff like that. Also, that could cause a problem. Remember the old Wild West days of the web when people would buy Microsoft or whatever, and then they would, hold it ransom. Now, if that happens, YouTube can step in. So I wouldn't do that at all. But YouTube can step in. They can take things away. Also, if they think that your name is, goes against their guidelines, their rules, anything like that, they probably won't even allow it in the first part. But if you find a way around it, they'll figure it out and they'll probably boot you.
I'm still not seeing the benefit of this.
Well, okay. It's going to make things easier for people to connect with you and find you. So let's say I forgot the channel, but I remember it's my friend's name or something like that. Eventually we're going to start looking for people's handles instead of their channels. And the handle will direct us to the channel, but we're not going to look for the channel name as often.
But what if you have multiple channels? Like we have
okay.
the Commute,
multiple channels. Each channel can only
self-defense.
have one handle. It's not going to be each user, each channel.
Oh, so the channel has a handle. So yes. I would have multiple ones then.
Right. So yeah. So like Screw the Commute.
It's like my personality.
You could have at Screwy if you wanted to, or at Screw the Commute. You could. I like Screwy. And then your Antion one, you have Antion or Tom Antion. So, but it's all one word. So however you want to do it.
See, this is going to really freak out people that have multiple personalities. I'm telling you.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, you can have as many handles as you want. Okay. Well,
I got
the prank. Right? I had the Prank Master when I had my entertainment company. I had the King of Kaching. Various others. So, okay. and Screwball. That's not what's
Mhm.
Screw the Commute.
Well, yeah, the dogs, the protection dog,
Yeah,
and all that stuff.
protection dogs. Okay.
And stuff like that.
All right. So how will
what's
they
nice
know?
is if you don't want to go in and create a handle for all of these, YouTube in the meantime, if you have a unique URL, youtube.com/Antion, whatever the / is, whatever the little unique thing after the URL, that's going to be your handle in the time being. And it's simple to change your handle when you first log in. And once you're eligible, it's going to let you know you're eligible to change your handle. But you can also go to youtube.com/handle and see, and you can choose to change it, or you can choose one if it's already there. But like they give you a couple options, and then they give you a box that you can type in.
All right.
And
So
the
is there
longer
any
you wait,
is there
harder it's
any
gonna be.
advantage for me because I have a unique name to just make my handle my name?
Probably, yes. Yeah.
But if your name is fairly common, that this might help you out a lot.
If you can get there early enough,
Right.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because there's only one.
No, but I
So
mean
when
by
we
having
start,
some other handle.
So like if we start changing, excuse me, not changing, if we start sharing your YouTube channel, it's going to be youtube.com /@ it's an @ symbol. This is how you do your handle. It's going to be the @ symbol and then your handle name. So let's say Antion. So that's how you will share it with other people on Facebook and whatever, and that'll get you to your channel. So that's very easy. But then if somebody goes to YouTube, they can't remember your channel, they can just type in @Antion. Hopefully they remember that, and then they can find you that way too. Now, the next thing, this kind of ties in the handle. So we're still talking about handles, but I'm going to throw in the last little thing we talked about, and that's mentions. They go hand in hand with handles. Whoa, watch out. If you're in the comments and you want to refer to somebody else, you can mention them by typing in the @ symbol and their handle, and it'll be clickable that people can click that. I don't know, however, I have not tested this out. I doubt it. I don't think you can mention yourself. Also, when you leave a comment in YouTube, it's not going to be your channel name anymore. It's going to be your handle.
Wow.
So I don't know if keywords are going to come into play or not.
I don't know
if
they're going to get spammed to death with this.
Could
in
be.
The comments. Comment spam.
I didn't think about that, but but they're pushing it all over the place. They want to just start using these handle things now, and it's going to be like a unique thing.
Okay.
All right. So get them quick. Okay. And then, so I did.
Well, how are they? All right, so
mentions.
Back up for a second. How do they get their handle?
Oh, okay. So when you first log into YouTube, there's going to be up at the top of the YouTube screen, the little blue. Sometimes there's a little blue information bar. Sometimes, it says, "Hey, do 2-step verification," or "Hey, this is Breast Cancer Week," or whatever. It will say you're eligible for a new handle. Or if you don't want to wait for that blue bar, you can always go to youtube.com /handle. Singular and with 0 @ sign in front of it, which I thought they should have taken advantage of and done that, but they didn't. So yeah, so you want to do that, and then from here on out, they're going to start pushing that, and so then that's how you're going to talk to people. You can also put handles in the title. So if you have an interview with somebody, you can say, "I had an interview with @Tom Cruise" or something like that.
And now this is available for everybody right now.
No, it's rolling out
right
throughout the community. You'll be prompted, of course. The big names got theirs first. I already got one. If you have one of those unique URLs, you pretty much
probably the larger accounts got it first. So anyway, if you're listening to this November 2022, that's when we're talking about it's rolling out. All right, what's next? Okay,
well, that was the 4 things. Do we have some time to get to my
what was the keyword? What was your was that the secret thing, the keyword thing?
Yeah, a little secret keyword tool that's in YouTube.
Yikes.
And I just wanted to mention it because it's, adds to the arsenal of keyword tools in here, and it's not the best. But I was interested that YouTube even had it. So if you are in YouTube and you log in, you have to be logged in, and you actually have to go to your analytics. So that's in your YouTube studio. Hopefully you know where that is. And then you go to analytics. And once you're in analytics, you're going to see 4 tabs: overview, content, audience, and research. Those are the 4 tabs. You want the 4th tab, research. And if you go to this, it actually lets you explore what viewers are searching for on YouTube. It's a tool to research some of the top searches from viewers on your channel and across YouTube in the last 28 days. So it's kind of interesting because you can search all across YouTube. It's a little search bar. You type it in, it asks you for a term or a topic. And then it breaks down only in YouTube, though. It doesn't go all through, Google land. So I'm typing in fishing, for example. And so it doesn't even give me numbers. It gives me a search volume, and the search volume is high, medium, or low. But on YouTube land, of course, a fishing freaks is high. I never would have used that keyword. But magnet fishing, I might have. And then, there's fishing in the dark and stuff like that. So it's a keyword tool. It's not the best, but it's free and it's pretty neat because it's only on YouTube.
Yeah, and don't get tempted. Wait a minute, don't get tempted, folks, to just see something that's super trending and put it in your video that has nothing to do with it, because they'll catch on to that quick and either ban you or shadow ban you. So use it judiciously.
Yes, be careful. And then if you find one of these terms that you actually do like, you can save it for later. So you can actually go through here and create a saved list. Another thing that's interesting, going back to my fishing search result, that was searching across all of YouTube, but I also can choose a tab that lets me search my viewers only, which I don't know if that would come in handy or not. Possibly, because if they're viewing my topic and information, maybe they're searching for things that I didn't think about.
Right.
So,
right.
But again, it's just high, medium, and low, and it's not an exhaustive list. It's just pretty basic, but I still appreciated that it's in YouTube, it's in analytics, and it's something that you should try out.
Yeah,
test it out.
Absolutely. All right, now.
And that was it.
All right. Well, yeah, but I want to revisit something because I can't remember if we put it in a previous video, but just tell them quickly about hashtags.
Oh, yes. Okay. So hashtags. So similar to Instagram, you can use hashtags not in your video, in your video description. And you can also use it in your title. But let's just go back to description for right now. Now, what's interesting is you can take keywords or keyword phrases and put a hashtag, the little pound sign in front of them, the little hash in front of that, and you put that in your description. So let's use Tom's, we would do hashtag public speaking, one word, no spaces. And then we would do also hashtag, we would put a space, and then hashtag Tom Antian, hashtag internet marketing. So we would do keywords and phrases that are related to the video and related to Tom's channel. And when you do that in the description, most people put it at the bottom of the description. It is actually blue and clickable up near the title of your video, near the play buttons and all that stuff. The first 3 hashtags, you can actually enter up to 15 in the description, but the first 3 will actually be visible and clickable right there underneath your video, right by the play button, pretty much plain as day.
Right underneath the video, but right above the title of the video.
Right. Okay. There you go. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Now people can click on this. Now there's pros and cons to this. If people click on it, it will take you to a YouTube page that shows every video that uses the same hashtag, which can be cool, because you could show up in a hashtag with a bunch of other famous videos or whatever, but vice versa. They could also show up in yours, not in yours, but in the search results of this. So it is pretty neat. Another neat thing that you can do with the hashtags is instead of the description, you can put them in the description, but you can actually also put a hashtag in the title, and that will be blue and clickable. So for example, it doesn't even have to just be one hashtag. It'd be, it could be hashtag Tom Antian interviews, somebody, the chicken soup for the soul guy. And so the blue part, the hashtag Tom Antian, is actually still clickable, and it would still take you to the same page of the results. If you do a hashtag in the title, it does not show the 3 clickable hashtags between the title and the play bar. So it's one or the other. I actually like the one where you get to see 3 hashtags.
Yeah.
But I'm curious if they're going to do something, change it up. Instead of hashtags, are they going to do handles and handle phrases? I don't know. I don't think so. But I guess it's all up in the air.
I'm not sure that they would want to do handles, because that's taking you to
Yeah, other people are going to use those handles.
people rather than to topics.
Yeah, good call.
So, okay, great. So, hey, you got any new books coming out? The one what's your latest one?
The latest one was how to build a backyard half pipe skateboard ramp.
Right.
I don't think anybody. Well, you never know. Maybe somebody would be interested in that. It's up on Amazon if you want to look.
What's it called? A hash pipe? Is that what?
A half.
Oh,
half of a pipe. That's a half
hash pipe. That's a whole different book. Right
yeah, the next book is on a backyard hash pipe. I got to make sure the kids aren't around for that one. But yeah.
What about your YouTube books? You got to
YouTube book.
You got to edit for all this new stuff.
You know what? I did
right?
a 2021 version, and it's now that 2023 is coming up, it's probably about time, especially with all these things, these new things that we've been just talking about. I know they're not in the book yet, so hold off if you want, and I'll add all this stuff in the new version, 2023.
Yeah, just email them at Marc, M-A-R-C, Marc@antion.com, and you'll go right to them. Well, thanks for updating us on all this stuff, Marc.
You're welcome. No problem. Glad to help. And I'll probably talk to you, another 200, 300 podcast
episodes? Yeah. And I want to thank everybody who's helping us out. We just started a Patreon account, and all the money less the Patreon fees is going to help our scholarship program for persons with disabilities. And we are thrilled that program's going great. The people in it are making great progress, and I'm just thrilled to be part of it. So thank you. You can go to screwthecommute.com/Patreon, and we start as little as $3 a month, and you get a lot of perks and all kinds of stuff. So check it out. All right, we'll catch you all on the next episode. See you later.